Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're jumping into Alana Barema-Clausen's book, The Psychology of Anger. And the big idea, really, is kind of radical. It's this. Anger isn't actually your enemy. It's more like a message from your mind saying, hey, pay attention.
Absolutely. And our goal here isn't just, telling you to stop being angry. That's what you usually try to do, right? Suppress it. But Clausen argues that's actually harmful. We want to treat anger like an internal alarm. It's signaling something, maybe an injustice, a threat, or someone crossing a line.
Okay, let's unpack that. The alarm system idea. How does that work, like biologically, inside the brain?
Well, the initial spark, that sort of raw feeling, that comes from deep inside the amygdala. But here's the crucial part. We also have the prefrontal cortex. That's our higher level thinking center. And it can learn to manage that initial surge. So we're not just stuck with the first impulse.
So when that amygdala first goes off, what does the alarm feel like? In your body, I mean.
Oh, it's very physical. Your body gets flooded with adrenaline, with cortisol. It's gearing up for action, literally, that energy surge. It's meant to fuel change. But, and this is key, if we don't actually process why we're feeling it, Clausen says that energy just shifts. It turns into like outward aggression or maybe resentment that just sits there, or even beating ourselves up over it. The idea is to educate the anger, not, get rid of it.
Right, because if you just punish yourself for feeling angry, you completely miss the point. You miss the message. And that leads perfectly into her idea of anger as a kind of psychological mirror. Sometimes we're mad about one thing, but it's really about something else entirely.
Exactly. This is where you find the real triggers. Things like unmet needs, maybe old shame, stuff from how we were raised. What's really interesting is Clausen says the anger isn't usually about the event itself. It's about what that event means to you personally.
Okay, like say you get way angrier than seems reasonable when a colleague gives you some minor feedback.
Yeah, precisely. The feedback itself might be small, but maybe it poked at this deeper fear you have about, not being good enough. So Clausen calls anger a mirror emotion because it reflects those deeper, maybe unhealed parts of you right back at you.
Okay, so if anger is this mirror, this signal, how do we actually work with it in the moment instead of just letting it, burn us down or make us lash out?
So she offers this method. It's called the ART of transformation. And the first step, the A, is awareness. It sounds simple, but it's about just noticing the feeling without judgment. Just thinking, okay, I'm feeling angry right now, and that's okay. It's just information.
Just acknowledging it. Okay, then R must be for
Reflection. This is where you have to ask why. What specific value of mine feels threatened right now? What boundary was just crossed? What need isn't being met? Reflection is vital because it makes you tune into the actual signal instead of just reacting to the noise, the heat of the moment.
Right, understanding the root. And then the T, transformation. That sounds like where the action happens.
Yes. This is about channeling that energy, we talked about the adrenaline, the cortisol, into something constructive. You take that intensity and you convert it. Maybe it becomes a clear, assertive conversation, setting a boundary. Or maybe you channel it into writing or art or even like intense exercise. She uses this analogy. Anger is like fire. Uncontrolled, it destroys everything. But if you guide it, it can forge incredible strength.
Looking bigger picture then, Clausen seems to say that anger, when we handle it well, isn't just personal. It's important for our relationships, even society.
Absolutely. Used wisely, it can fuel positive things like standing up for justice or building empathy or just maintaining healthy boundaries with people. And the flip side is also true. When we constantly suppress it, push it down, that's when you see things like passive aggression, maybe burnout, even depression.
Yeah.
Real emotional intelligence involves communicating responsibly, saying how you feel and what you need without just blaming the other person.
So the big takeaway here, something for you listening to really think about, is this. Anger isn't who you are. It's just a signal, a sign that something you genuinely care about is being threatened or needs attention.
And the path forward, the healing, starts when you decide to actually listen to that signal instead of just trying to shut it off. Clausen really encourages you to kind of wake up to what your own mind, your own heart is trying so hard to tell you.
A powerful idea to end on. You've just had a deep dive into the psychology of anger. Maybe it's time to listen to your own internal alarm.